Hello and welcome back to HCS Anaheim Regional Finals. We've got FaZe up against G1 in a surprise package. Both these teams unbeaten. Someone's always got to go, Jen, and this is potentially for top of the group.
I'm really excited, dude. Like, I got chills from G1 winning that. I threw a sweater on. I was cold.
She was chilly.
I was chilly.
When people starting to heat up, FaZe, though, they're already, like I said, unbeaten and going up against G1. They probably would have expected SSG to get that win. Now all of a sudden they're going to be the surprise package. They had to try and take down G1, but players like Snipe Down, they've been in positions like this loads of times before.
Oh yeah, well, seeing the last series with G1, I actually have no idea who I'm going to root for because they upset SSG. So honestly, like G1 can take the series from FaZe if they play their cards right.
There you see the Thursday Pros series stats: 61% win rate, 25% for G1. So not looking too good on paper, it must be said. Accuracy and stuff like that, that's going to be important. 5% buff on FaZe, so they managed to hit the shots, and FaZe being the 4th seed, they're definitely going to be the favorites here, but G1 can be quietly happy with the way the tournament has gone so far. Oh,
for sure. You can look at the stats here, but honestly, like, you just got to show up for this game day. You can look at the stats and be like, like, FaZe has got this in the bag, but if they don't show up, just like Space Station didn't show up, you know, G1 can take this from them.
Snipe Down, Bound, Boo Boo Doo, Boo 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 Doo Boo, Boo Boo Take My Doo Boo. Falcated are going to be the 4 boys looking to get the job done here, going completely unbeaten in the pools. Is definitely a goal that they will have in mind, and if they get the job done here, they're definitely well on their way to doing just that. G1 looking to claim one more scalp. Squally, Devin, Marbs, and Ali. We've seen how impressive they were up against SSG, excuse me. So there's definitely a chance here if they play exactly the way they did last time, that we can see some interesting stuff.
Oh, for sure. There was a phenomenal gameplay from Marbs, Ali, Squall. Actually, the whole squad, I feel like, really turned up for that series. So we'll see how this goes for FaZe.
We're going to see exactly what way it shakes out. We'll take a look at the bracket and the series layout, and we'll see exactly what way it's going to shake out. And of course, like I said, these two teams completely unbeaten. One team who's having a little bit of a struggle of it is going to be Fnatic, and they're also playing on the A stream if you want to see how that goes. 3rd and 4th seed at the moment playing on A stream to see who's finally going to get a win on the board, register that first game. But Strongholds Streets is going to be our game 1, Slayer Aquarius game 2, Bizarre CTF, and if G1 can manage to hang on in there and make a real series of it, we'll be seeing Oddball Recharge and Live Fire Slayer 2. So with the way the win rates we've seen there, the odds seem to heavily favor FaZe here.
How do you think this is going to end up?
Oh, I want to give the respect to G1. We didn't give them the respect game 1. I want to say it's a 3-1 to FaZe, but I think G1 will look good.
I think I'm gonna, I agree with those odds. But last time, you know, I looked like a fool.
Yeah.
Going against G1, but
I always look like a fool. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, me too.
It happens.
So.
It happens. Someone that doesn't look like a fool though, Falcated. Really, really good, integral member of that team. He's the real damage dealer. He's the one that gets all the stats, and there's some interesting tidbits for you there too. There's the man.
Bobby Beaver. Always
shooting on point. Claims he caught a bullet with his bare hands.
Unbelievable. All right, 3-0.
That's why his fingers are like that right now. He's not throwing up the FaZe. That's how he caught the bullet. Finished 3rd in the last Pro Series before Anaheim and secured 2nd seed going into the event. Team looked solid. That's how you read words, Richie.
Great job. Just
didn't close out some of the close games. So remember also at home, folks, if you want to tweet at us, hashtag HCS Anaheim 2022. You know, if you want to abuse me, call from my head, get me fired. That's exactly the avenue that you need to pursue. There are the stats, though, Jen. So impressive.
Oh, absolutely. Look at that accuracy, especially. That guy is not missing. Well, 40% missing, but, you know, he's doing a pretty good job. 18.1 average kills per game.
The man does not miss, like you say, but those 40%, I could probably attest to him just shooting walls, or maybe shooting dead bodies. That, you know, that doesn't register as hits, you know, but it probably should.
We'll allow that, yeah.
We'll allow. He's making sure things are good and dead, but Falcade going to be integral for this team and their aspirations for going further and further in this tournament. So looking forward to seeing how he does get on. Of course, game 1 will be getting underway very, very shortly. It's going to be very important for G1 early on here. We know what way FaZe is going to want to play. So how did G1 try and disrupt that, Jen?
Dude, they just got to come out strong game 1. I feel like if they drop this first map against FaZe, it's going to be a tough series, like the last few maps. So if they come out strong and win this map 1, they might be able to pull this off. I don't know.
Something you might not know. I'm obviously Budget Sims. This is Dollar Lottie, but some people have had some trouble pronouncing Jen's name in the future, particularly your gamer tag. Take a look.
What's up, everyone? It's Echidna. I'm here at Raleigh, North Carolina for the HCS Kickoff Major. I'm going to be going around asking people how to pronounce my name and see if anyone can get it. Yeah, can I have a second of your time?
Yeah.
All right, can you do me a favor and can you read that word for me?
Okay, sure.
He's gonna show you a word and you're just gonna have to pronounce it.
Okay.
Hey, can I borrow you for like a quick second?
She's just gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna show you a word, and you're just gonna have to pronounce the word. That's it.
Pronounce the word.
Pronounce the
Yeah.
word. I'm gonna show you the word. That's it. Okay. So she's gonna ask you a question, and I'm gonna show you a word, and we're just gonna have you pronounce the word. It's super simple.
Okay. He's gonna show you a word and you just have to read it
Read,
out loud.
read the word.
Yeah, read aloud.
I'll show you a word on my phone, and you just have to try to pronounce it to the best of your ability.
Yeah. All right. He's just gonna show you a word and you just have to like say it out loud.
Okay.
All right. Good. All right. Can you pronounce this word for me?
Oh.
I don't know, that's really hard.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. What's up?
Eknida.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Hi. Can you pronounce this word for me?
Cheetah?
Close. Yeah. Good job.
Okay, you said it was gonna be easy.
All right. Go ahead.
Echidna.
Yeah. Let's go. No, it's a kid now.
Literally everything.
But nice to meet you. Who are you?
Hey.
Say what comes to your mind.
Echidna? Echidna?
It was close. Thank you.
What is it?
Echidna. Yeah. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. Thank you. Okay. Can you pronounce this word for me?
Sure. Echidna.
Good job. Okay. Let's go. Actually, this might work.
Okay,
This
cool.
would be perfect. Okay. So can you do me a favor and can you read that word for me? Echidna. Oh, awesome. Also, hi. Nice to meet you too.
Echidna?
Good job, dude. Everyone's getting it.
Let's get it.
Come on now.
We know you.
Oh, I don't know. That's this guy. I
We
don't
know her.
Echidna.
Thank you.
Perfect. That's literally the whole thing.
That's it.
All right.
Good job.
That's fine.
I have to question anybody at this point, Jen, that doesn't know your name enough to be able to pronounce it at this point. It's and your little microphone, amazing.
I loved it. It was so cute. But you know, my family doesn't know how to pronounce it either, and they just learned what my my online name was.
Did they approve?
My mom hated it.
Right. So
No.
is there a rebrand in the future for us, or
Maybe. You know, I'll look into it.
what Mom says normally goes for me? I'm a mommy's boy, but important to note, of course, we've got FaZe up against G1. It's going to be our next matchup, and what they're playing for, like we said before, if you win your group, it means you get straight a bye into round 2 of the winners. Second and third seed go into winners round 1, and then fourth seed in the group will unfortunately tumble into the elimination bracket and will be 1 game away from elimination. So that's exactly what these two teams are playing for here. The possibility to go unbeaten in the group and finish on top and get that bye straight into round 2 and avoid some of those sticky situations. Confirmation of the prize pool, $54,000 if you win the game. That is some eye-watering cashola right there in front of my eyes. If we could just reach out and grab, I can't even count that high.
Can we get a cut?
I mean, I hope so. 125k was the initial prize pool, but thanks to crowdfunding, all those skins that you guys are buying at home and those little animations, I love when I slide and it makes pink dust. That stuff starts to add up. An extra 25k into the prize pool, Jen.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love when enemies rocket too, because I can see them slip around a corner.
Slip and slide. And it's always good to see those little footprints knocking around the place, and it gives that information away. Don't tell too many people though, because they'll start taking them off and get real sweaty real quick.
Can we take that out?
Take it out. Edit it out. It's not live. Edit it out.
Yeah.
Now our attentions do turn back over towards FaZe, and like we said in G1, and after that such an impressive start they had as we line up the game, I really want to see G1 come out of the blocks. Like you said, they have to start off really heavy and can't give the impetus over towards FaZe.
Oh, for sure. I know FaZe is fan favorite. You know, like FaZe Baby, like Supreme, like Monster G Fuel.
I don't even know what I
whatever.
did. Hashtag is that a thing? I don't know. Go ahead, go.
I don't do those gang signs, but like, you know, like I kind of want to root for the underdog. You know, G1, I made the mistake of rooting against them last time, and they showed up. So I think they can show up against FaZe in the series.
So we're looking to correct some of our wrongs in counting them out in the game when we expected SSG to get the job done, and unfortunately we ended up with egg on our face, and not the breakfast kind. I think, yeah.
Is it still there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow.
Egg yolk, actually. But it's not now time, you know, you get to get the job done over SSG, but it's now time to go one further, claim that scalp onto FaZe, and then your tournament's looking real good.
Oh, yes. I believe they got this. I believe in them.
She believes. So I don't, when you've got players like Falcated and Snipe Down and all that experience there, it's very hard to look past that. The sheer gun presence alone that those guys have, it's going to be very hard to count them out. I think we might see Exactly why they're one of the best teams around. 4th seed for a reason. And they're looking to reinforce exactly why they're there. Game 1. Gonna be streets, Jen.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be intimidating, you know. You got Sniped-Down, the legend, and everyone else on FaZe, like it's gonna be tough. But if, you know, G1 comes out with full confidence, you know, they control the map, they control the power weapons and the power-ups like they did against Space Station, they got this.
They got this.
They got this.
It's as easy as that.
Oh yes.
Game 1 is about to get underway for potentially the top of the group. You certainly have a shoe in there with the way map pools. Even if you lose your last game, depending on what way maps shake out, you could definitely fancy you'll end up on top of the group. It all comes down to this. Every single game in pool play matters. You don't want to finish on bottom of the group. You want to get that top seed and head straight into winners round 2. The rocket launcher is going to be so important in this game. We've seen G1 get their hands time and time again against Space Station, but now they're coming up against a different beast in FaZe. And here we go. Game 1 underway through the eyes and ears of Falcade. What way is it going to shake out?
Already capturing B for a FaZe clan. Going to rotate and probably go up against this thruster. Goes down.
Oof. Goes down. Rocket launch is also secured for G1. They've done it once again. If they can keep doing that against this caliber of player, they're in for some success. Rocket's on patrol now. 2 strongholds in their control. And Rocket fired against that stair is going to get the job done on Sniped-Down.
G1 coming out strong here.
Coming out hot out the blocks.
Honestly, I thought it was going to go the other way. You know, Bound, if he gets that like thruster pack, you know, he's just going to soar at everyone because he knows he's good. He's got the shot, he's got the speed, the movement. But it seems like G1's got it pretty locked down.
G1 had it locked down, but unfortunately, just like that, the curse of the commentator, get used to that, Jen. That happens to us quite often. And now a triple cap flips back over towards FaZe. And how do G1 manage this when their backs are against the wall? How is your metal in the game of Strongholds? It can be very quickly, it can get out of your hands. But just like that, they get 2 slays. And that should mean C is in control, and does. But can they get them, can they fight back over towards A?
Hopping on with Marbs, looks like he's gonna 1v3 here. He got 3 members of FaZe in the PD. Hopefully able to lock down the stronghold with Ali. Doing a huge push. Unfortunately, FaZe clan wipes them all out. They might push down this driveway and get super aggressive here. Trying to get G1 on their back leg.
FaZe walking into arcade with bleach and cleaning house. Those floors, spick and span. All of a sudden, though, Ali behind Bound, completely unaware of his position. He's going to hand Bulldog over as well and B. And with such close quarters, that weapon can be huge. In what way this is going to shake out. 59 points to 15 here. 2 strongholds in control of G1. They're showing signs of life. Oh!
Huge kill on Rockets there. Good play by Marbs.
Gets that kill onto Rockets and makes sure they can't get up ahead of Steam. They're not going to be any real value. B and C now in control for G1. Falcade waiting to come off the respawn, as is Ali. Assault rifle on patrol by Sniped-Down. A couple of shots into the back of Pre-Debonair. Tries as he might to get out of dodgy. Unfortunately unable to do so. Sniped-Down turns 1 into 2. And looking to take C control too.
Oh yeah, FaZe getting the ball rolling here. Scoring up in points. Looks like Sniped-Down's just free roaming through bottom mid. And you know, like in the past Halo games, you don't want to get caught bottom mid because you're just going to get absolutely obliterated. But I feel like on this map, if you can control bottom mid, you can just control the game. And that's exactly what Sniped-Down is doing. He's just taking out players left and right.
Walks out of tire, slaps the taste out of one guy's mouth. Looks to turn 2, but unfortunately, the Knuckles weren't going to be able to get the job done. Player not weak enough to secure that kill for him. 3 dead momentarily for FaZe Clan as they are now back to a full complement. They have map control. They have G1 scrambling for position. They've dictated this pace. They've kept G1 on the back foot. And we're starting to see why they're one of the best teams around with 102 points in their favor. And G1 just playing defense the entire time here, Jen.
Oh yeah, FaZe is really keeping them up on their back leg, making them spawn the P Street in the back tower. Actually going for that triple cap, ends up getting it, but looks like G1 snuck their way into C and left, you know, tower to perish.
Left 2 guys over towards A. Not looking to fight that one, instead sneak away to C, holding enough distraction towards tower so they can get at least 1 stronghold on the board and stop the bleeding just a touch. But the damage has been significant. It's damage control. Pre-Debonair gets a couple of shots at the back. Information will come through as well. And there it is, Sniped-Down with a Shoryuken. Sends him to the respawn screen. Job done. Down to no shields. Peeps out just a little bit, and that's going to be exposed He is eliminated. Rocket launcher, though, in control of Ali. Being hunted down by the Bulldog. More like a guard dog. He gets taken down. Muzzle on him. Marbs gets taken down by his own teammate, but it was a needs must there. He was getting shot in the back, but now Bound's got a rocket to play with, and he's in arcade.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that rocket was exactly worth it if he took down his teammate as well, because FaZe ended up with the rockets anyway, and he still has one in the chamber, but... And... I got some splash damage on it. That wasn't too bad, so...
Gets the splash damage.
Ooh,
Does just enough. Nades go down, though. Pre-Debonair clears out Falcated. Gets rid of the riff-raff. Over towards Subway. But still down in points this whole time. When things like that happen, Boo gets an easy back whack onto one. Squall evens up the numbers for a moment. Drop shield's going to come down. No players pushing through that, as it's going to be a bit of a B-hold for the boys on FaZe. Interesting to see then. G1 trying to keep themselves in things here. They have 2 strongholds in their possession. A's being contested this entire time. Has finally been reset. G1 giving up the ghost there. Unfortunately, though, Bound is going to fall, as is Ali. 2 dead here for G1, and that could be just what FaZe Clan need to take control once more.
Oh, for sure. Bound put some great pressure there front PD, but unfortunately gets taken down before Snipedown can help him out. Oh, Falcon with a double kill. Okay, taking B. That was a great play by him.
We highlighted before the series exactly why Falcade is one of the best in the business. Looking at the stat line there, 11 kills, 8 assists, and only 6 deaths. He's starting this series nice and hot. Not looking to start the game slow at all.
Definitely not. FaZe Clan actually has some pretty good stats across the board. Unfortunately, on G1, Marbs is 4, 10, and 11. He has the assists. He's putting the shots in, but unfortunately just can't stay alive.
As we say that again, he hits the respawn screen. Again, we'll take full credit for that. I'm sorry about that, Marbs. That was Jen's fault.
Sorry.
She's 0 for 2 now for saying
I'll just stop
things.
talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no more talking from you. Particularly when G1 are looking to get themselves back into this game, and they're doing just that here ever so slightly. 2 strongholds in their possession. As I say, that C starting to get a little bit untidy. Falcated, Bulldog in his hand. Over towards Neons now. Will this collapse come through? Nades getting thrown back and forth. Boo thinks twice about it, decides to back up and take a new angle over towards Tires. Both FaZe members, though, backed down. Good shots out of G1 just to hold this, but Ali's in a world of hurt here. Somehow manages to get that kill, but it was all in vain. 2 members down now for G1, and FaZe closing very quickly on that 200-point threshold. But A is going to get transferred once more. G1 keeping it nice and scrappy.
That was a great play. Then they're already set up to take C. I saw Valky gouging there with a shotty, ready to take that next stronghold. Hopefully it doesn't turn into musical strongholds for G1. Down by 30-some points.
You can see the players on G1 playing nice and passive, baiting that hill to perfection as the Bulldog not able to be an influence in that engagement. You can see Desperately was trying to close the distance, unable to do so though. A and C this entire time, the per man setup, but now FaZe have finally locked in B. Snipedown gets 2 kills now, Jen. FaZe looking to close out this game, 3 dead momentarily for G1.
It looks like they already know where they're going to spawn. Boo decides not to chow that. Smart play, I like it. He decides to sit B-rail with that stalker rifle. Extremely deadly. And I feel like in Boo hands especially, he's got 14, 7, and 10. He can do some real damage here with the stalker rifle. Watching the lanes, just being an absolute menace on the B stronghold.
After that hot start then for FaZe, G1 have clawed their way all the way back into this. Separated now by less than 50 points. Making a real game of it. 2 members go down, then as the rockets are about to pop, Boo scoops them up. Says thank you very much. Marbs hasn't got long left for this world. Fires 2. It takes 2 to eliminate Marbs in the end. Not efficient enough, but Boo backs down. That 1 kill will do the job and stop any kind of pressure from G1. Transferring B and C now to FaZe's control. To G1's A. Shots going down back and forth, and now FaZe tipping ever so slightly over that 200-point threshold. They only need 50.
Boo just watching all of the lanes, being a menace on Nest, making sure no one pushes into the C stronghold. Gets some shots on Ali, unfortunately falls. I think that leaves open the C stronghold here, but they might be pushing this B.
Sentinel beam absolutely frying the shields of that player over towards B stairs, and you have to give it the respect it deserves, and that's exactly why. FaZe only requiring 32 now. G1 have got B and C, but how much can they hold it? How strong is the defense here? Being tagged up now is Ali. Seeks refuge over towards Arcade. Falcate down to no shields, re-challenges Marbs, and he punishes you for that. But FaZe playing a little bit patient here. They know they have a little bit of time, they don't have to panic. Although G1 starting to close the gap just a touch. You don't want to risk giving away too many points, and that potential triple cap could be deadly here for G1 if they manage to secure it. FaZe could be on a bit of a spawn cycle here. They've got 4 up now. Marbs, the only man left out of the game. Bulldog gets a couple of shots into the spine of Ali, but it's not going to be enough to open the door. FaZe, B and C in control, only requiring 25. They're closing ever so quickly towards that final point threshold of 250 to close out game 1.
Oh yeah, it seems like it was spiraling there for G1 for a moment. They were 3 dead. Boo Boo Doo pushing and grabbing this tower. Musical Strongholds again. Looks like G1 grabbed C, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to have to make a push here very soon. Otherwise, this is going to be a game 1 to FaZe Clan.
Rockets, to add insult to injury, have been picked up by Snipe Down. His team only requiring 8 more points. Happy to play defense on the 2 strongholds you have. Information comes through to send those rockets, those resources over towards B, and Snipe Down picks up 2. And that should be enough and is enough to close out the game. Eric Rona gets the job done with those sets of rockets, but 250 to 194, it wasn't as easy as we maybe anticipated.
Oh, for sure. I know G1 put up a pretty good fight for the most part during that game, but just, you know, couldn't hold on. You know, they just kept losing strongholds, kept losing players like 2 at a time. They just couldn't put up a pretty good fight there at the end, especially.
We were talking about it the whole time, and FaZe, they got that lead at the start, about 80 or so points, and we were discussing it. It was back and forth for a little while. G1 grew in confidence. They got themselves right back into things, and they were within 20 points or so. And all of a sudden, FaZe pick up the game again, and they go on that other little bit of a run. So 250 points to 194. There's the tail of the tape. Jen, what's jumping off the page for you?
Right off the bat, I see Falcated at 19, 14, and 13. Impressive stat line for Falcated, as expected, though.
Yep.
You know.
Business as usual for Falcated, it must be said. The other side of things, Slay category looking good for G1, it must be said too. Marbs had a little bit of a game to forget. 10 kills, 20 deaths. He was picking up some of those assists that you rightly touched to, but unable to secure those kills for his team. And you can see in damage too, he's done the least 4K, but FaZe looking good.
They're looking good. Everyone went positive on that team. You know?
Absolutely. And with the score difference, you see your whole team going positive, but you only won by 55 points or so. So you run the risk of maybe losing that game if you don't play as tight as you did towards the end game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can get the kills, you can be like super flashy in the stats, but if you don't make those kills count towards, you know, objective, you don't translate them for objective, it's not going to mean anything, you know? And I think they did a good job, you know? Their slays, they mattered. Once they got kills, you know, they took advantage of that and they just flew in and just took out the rest of G1 and got the strongholds.
You talk about the slays, rightly so. Up next, Aquarius Slayer.
Ooh.
Everybody on the team for FaZe finished positive in that last game, although it doesn't always directly translate when you move from an objective into a Slayer game, but those things look bad then for G1 when you look how good FaZe were playing at times.
If I were G1, my cheeks would be super clenched right now, but, you know, they could take this. You know, it's anyone's game in a Slayer match, I feel. Especially with, like, the lineup they have on G1. A bunch of talented players, but can they work together as a team and come out on top?
That's what it's going to come down to. How is their bottle now? They're on the back foot, on the ropes now. They've only got a couple of more games, and they'll be out of the series. So they need to get back on the board here. We did see them lose game 1 against SSG. Came back in the Slayer and went on to win the thing. Could we see that again here today?
I think so. Like I said, they just need to keep control over the power-ups. If they get that camo and make some, you know, sneaky plays, I think they can win it. FaZe in the last match, actually, I feel like they kept control over the rocket launcher pretty much the entire game, and that was super detrimental for G1.
So writing on the wall then, but you hear from us, it's very easy for us to talk about it. Control the power weapons, control the power-ups, it's as easy as that, but unfortunately when you have players like FaZe beaming you off the get-go, but thruster pack, your favorite thing, is going to be implemented here. All these players run for them right off the bat, and they can be pivotal in changing any fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. So basically, it's just going to be a race for top mid, I feel like, in this matchup, because FaZe is a super aggressive team. And how do you counter an aggressive team? You can either play super defensive, which might make them fly at you more, and you're just holed up in your base, or you got to be more aggressive than them. So we'll see. It
can be very hard to counteract aggression. You, like you say, almost exactly to the point, is that you play defensive, you only invite more pressure on you, and that's unfortunately going to be a detriment to you. Camouflage, though, like we spoke about, going to be so important, as it often is in any game, in any series, at any time. Can FaZe get the job done in game 2 and push themselves to series point? Slippy floors out there too, Jen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
G1, they're looking wobbly.
Oh, yes. I'm just ready to see Bound fly for that thruster pack, fly for the meat wave B1, and just go for that camo and just be an absolute menace. I would be scared if I were G1. So they just gotta take him down.
Nothing more terrifying than a camouflage player with a heat wave and a thruster pack. Moving towards you. Heat wave though immediately, like you spoke about, Snipedown's picked it up, put it into his back pocket, and he'd be looking to cause menace with that very shortly. Camouflage too, Jen. Uh-oh.
Like a book, baby.
Oldest play in the book. What can Snipedown do with it though to be an influence on the map for his team? Booba Dooba has fallen, as is Marbs, pre-Devonator. The latest to join them. Squally desperately trying to find that camo player. A couple of shots in his back, gets the job done. And that's the difference with land. Snipedown picks up a double kill. Those kills do not get away. Those shots hit so clean.
Beautiful play by Snipe down there. Honestly, when you're a camo player, you don't really have to do anything. You can just make call-outs and give your team information, but for Snipe down, he's just soaring in, just picking people off left and right. We love to see it.
Falcated picks up 2. But 4 dead now for G1. 8 kills to 4. They're going to know exactly where they're spawning up. Over towards yellow. Falcated backs down looking for those sizzled sticks. TM, patent pending. Set up now over towards Closet. Ali's going to be the first point of engagement. Can he get the job done? No, he can't, but he's there to be traded out over towards Fridge's side. Snipedown's going to drop down, no shields. Grenade's going to take him down. But 4 dead once more for G1.
This is going to be rough. I feel like this map is super snowbally. You know, you get the other team on their back foot. They're just spawning in their back base, and you just push together as a team, and you can just wipe them out. As you can tell, Ali and Marbs struggling a little bit to get a kill. They're putting the damage in, but they just can't pick off because Falcated and Snipedown, even Bound got kills. They're just destroying.
Wouldn't surprise me if it was FaZe putting down those wet floor signs as Bounds picks up a killing spree, because they're cleaning house now, mopping the floor with G1. 17 kills to 8. A 10-kill lead now. That's a daunting task for any team, but when you're playing against the caliber of player FaZe, you're in big, big trouble, and Boo Boo Doo snuck away with another camouflage.
I know it's early game, and it doesn't matter too much, but I feel like this game is just running away. They just got the second camouflage, and this is just not looking too great for G1. Not impossible to come back from it, but they need to start getting, like, these camos, honestly, if they want to have a chance in this match.
They need to slow this down. We've heard Snipedown screaming in years gone by. The game has started. It's very much falling into that same vein. Ali trapped over towards Fridge, not able to keep his cool. He's eliminated. Gets a trade though on the way out. That'll be enough, but all these deaths are being donated. Finally a little push comes through, but Boo Boo Doo hits those shots in the 1v2 somehow, some way. Now Snipedown and Boo Boo Doo are in the respawn screen. G1 need to take map control, seize this moment.
Looks like Pre-Devonator's trying to get up here on P2. I don't think he knows that there's 2 members of FaZe clan. He does not. Unable to get a trade. He goes down. Falcated holding this P2 position.
P2 then. Unlock. Falcated. Charging rent for anybody that wants to move up there. Trades it out with his teammate. Eviction notice in place. Will he ignore it? Marbs completely unaware, Bound. Gets a melee to the spine. That'll put him away. Ali over towards Fridge like he was before. It's going to be a different story. It is, as Ali picks up 2. That's exactly what G1 need to claw their way back into this game.
Hopefully they can capitalize off that 2 going down for FaZe clan. Hopefully they can get some map control. Get up top mid with camo coming up in 27 seconds. Ali, getting in a fight with Falcated, unfortunately goes down. I think he wanted to grab that thruster pack. Marbs thankfully gets it. Hopefully gives him an edge in this gunfight against Snipedown.
You mentioned that camouflage. Last 2 gone towards FaZe. There's a reason why they have that lead. Combined with the heat wave, it can be so influential.
It looks like G1 is actually the most set up for this next camouflage.
Which way is it going to go? Pre-Devonator is going to be the man to make the move first. Gets shut down by Snipedown, who turns 1 into 2. Camouflage down top middle. Snipedown seems to be unaware, or at least he's preferring to focus that kill front base. And Camouflage is going to be down top middle. That information will come through. Pre-Devonator last man to see it. Remote detonation for Bound in the kill feed. You don't even need to use your weapon when you can just shoot the ground.
No.
And there we go. Back to back to back camouflages. 37 kills to 24. FaZe clan on the door, knocking on that door of winning game 2.
This is bad news, Bears. We might have to just go right to the next map, honestly, with Snipe Down with the camouflage. Unless Pre-Devinator somehow out-BRs him, does not, unfortunately for him. And Snipe Down is just on the prowl.
On the prowl. Now he wishes he had his Bloodhound scan here. Download more information. Squall in big trouble. Manages to come out on top with the help of his teammate of taking down Snipe Down, making sure he can be a lot less influential as he perhaps could have been. The potential was there for Snipe Down to close out this game, or at least have a large say in it.
Oh yes, I think that was a good trade on camouflage, taking him off the map, but I think the damage has already been done. You know, they're down by 13 kills. I mean, they can come back if they play some good Halo, work together, but seems like FaZe Clan is just running away with this game.
7 kills required then to put themselves on series point here. 6 kills, Marbs gets taken down. Falcated.
Oh my goodness. 19 kills out of Falcated.
The man's popping off. This is the reason why we highlighted him. Boo Boo Doo Boo, to put in perspective, has 5 kills. 9 assists, however, but 19 kills. Snipe Down and Boo Boo Doo Boo combined have less kills than Falcated right now, and they only require 2 now.
They're just having a field day, honestly.
It's a famine or a feast for the kills here. Boo Boo Doo Boo and Falcated playing totally different games. Boo Boo Doo Boo happy to play that supporting role to let players like Falcated shine. 1 kill required here now. Falcated has hit a 20 bomb. Incredible from him. He's showing up and he's showing out. And there we have it then. Game 2. Locked and loaded, secured for FaZe. They're looking
Strong.
so good. So good in that game. Falcated, there's a reason why we highlight him. Incredible.
Oh yeah, G1 definitely needs to shut Falcated down at least if they want to stay in the series. But as a whole, I feel like FaZe Clan is just working so well together. If it allows Falcated to just run around like a madman and be able to pick off all these players and drop 20, that's insane.
You're dropping 20 kills in a Slayer, you better win that Slayer. That much is for damn sure, but taking a look at the stats, we already highlight 20 kills, 7 deaths and 5 assists. Boo Boo Doo Boo picking up 5 kills, 10 assists though for his team, so definitely putting in work. But looking at that damage too, so impressive. 3,950 bound though, not too far behind, Jen.
Not too bad. And on the flip side, Marbs and Ali like trying to keep their head above water. They
hung
went
it in
pretty
there.
even, one positive, a little tough.
G1 kept themselves afloat, particularly Marbs and Ali. But a 13 kill deficit, and it didn't really look at any point like they were going to claw themselves back into that game.
No, for sure. So they really need to step up their game this next match, unfortunately. You know, you don't want to be caught on your back leg like we've been saying. So
1 game away from a complete and clean sweep. And with how G1 played against SSG, we perhaps flirted with the idea that they could put a good shout and put in a good showing here against FaZe. But this is more just a testament to how good FaZe are and why they're one of the best around.
Oh, for sure. You know, G1, they got to do some jumping jacks, some push-ups, you know, make a new shaker cup or something. They just got to wake up in this series. And CTF Bazaar is not an easy map, especially against FaZe Clan.
I would try to do a push-up right now, but I don't think I'd be able to get him off the floor. But FaZe securing 2 of the first games, 250 to 194, 50 to 37 on the Slayer. Up next, Bazaar CTF. FaZe very close to that clean sweep. Do they get the job done here, Jen?
It's not looking good for G1. I want to say FaZe Clan is going to take this. You know, they've been playing super aggressive. Like, you know, you give them an inch, they're going to take that whole mile, you know. I feel like this map, it's so easy to have a standoff, you know, but when you have an aggressive team like FaZe, like if they take out 1 member of G1, they're just going to soar across that 50-yard line. So it's going to be scary for G1. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be scary. But I think, you know, if they get their heads in the game, they might be able to pull this off.
G1 then on the ropes. FaZe showing no signs of slowing down. Throwing haymakers. Is that last punch going to land here and now on Bazaar CTF? Rocket launcher going to be so important. G1 have struggled to get their hands on it, particularly on streets. The power-ups always going towards FaZe on Aquarius. And if this happens again, G1 are in huge trouble.
And there's so much going on in this map. You have OS, you have rockets, you have the grapple hook, you have thrusters, you have manglers. There's just so much going on. Like FaZe is just gonna have a field day if you let them. So it can be super snowbally, but like I said, don't count them out. You know, G1, you know, they surprised us the last series, so you can't count them out.
Massive shout out as well, Jen, to Xbox for making this all possible for us on the B stream. And Bill Gates getting me involved. Phil Spencer, he knows me by name now.
Oh, wow.
Surely that has to be the way it works.
Wow.
If I'm here, Phil Spencer knows me.
You're big time.
Oh,
You're
absolutely.
That's
Absolutely. I'm
crazy.
wearing shades tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all going to my head. Huge ego. I'm getting inflated. Also, if you want to get in touch on Twitter, HCS Anaheim 2022, let us know your thoughts of how you see these games shaking out. Who's looking good to you? Who's impressed you? Whether it be players or teams. And don't forget, there's A's, B's, C's and D's streams. So if you don't like my voice, go tune into maybe Dan and Clutch. Those boys seem to be casting some games too. So I wouldn't begrudge anybody not liking my Irish accent.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go do that now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you best head off. I'll take care of this. And one man looking to take care of business. Falcated once more. Rocket launcher's been wished away. Fired to the ground in anger. 1-for-1 trade. Not really doing much there, Jen.
And now 3 actually went down for FaZe Clan, 2 on the flip side for G1. But, you know, like I said, it's so hard to pass like the 50-yard line, even if you get 1 or 2 down, especially off the rip. But Squally, being the warden of bottom mid here.
We have Marbs down with Master Splinter. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles not going to be able to save him this time, though. Bound gets the job done, slides in there, takes care of business.
This is going to be scary for G1, especially, oh, I thought he had the shotgun in his back pocket. I think he's sniffing around for it. He's able to find it. Not looking too good for G1, especially if you're on the Rocket side. I'd be clenching my cheeks a little bit there.
Marbs trying to fight the Rocket player here. Mangler going to come through, but going to be face to face with the Bulldog, and somehow, some way, for the moment, Bound survived, but ultimately taken down. But numbers advantage in control of Snipe Down and his team FaZe as he soars straight into base, goes past Pre-Devonator, who seemed to lose him in the lights. That sizzle stick started to crack some shields. Snipe Down's got control of Bar, and he's not looking to pull some points.
That's exactly what I was talking about, you know, like you give them an inch, they're going to take the mile. Snipe Down just flying in their BR, like all willy-nilly with the Mangler out. And when you control the opposite team's BR, you can pretty much get your whole team in and just pull the flag. And that's Pound with the triple kill.
Bound starting to heat up. He's looking to end this series here and now. He's not interested in any sort of game 4. Flag out on the move. Pre-Devonator still in the respawn screen. Escorting are the team on FaZe now. That flag has dropped towards top middle, and you can see that his intention here is to grapple this when he gets back towards his own bar.
Lining up the grapple. There we go. Running it in their treehouse. Squally trying his best. Unfortunately falls.
Squally falls.
This is super nerve-wracking for G1. This looks like it's going to be a flag cap for FaZe Clan.
That grapple hook has become more and more influential as the meta has evolved in this game, particularly on this game type. Bound picks up the overshield, picks up that kill. Flag still hasn't been punched in just yet. I don't know what the holdup is there. Overshield's being completely melted away and eroded. Snipe Down eventually tip-taps his way and punches that into the podium. FaZe take the lead here. They draw first blood.
A couple went down for FaZe Clan. If G1 played it super aggressive, you know, they could have pushed in and gotten a counter cap. I'm not sure if it's too late for them now. As I say that, a flag is out.
Flag is out. Where is it going? Over towards Bar. Falcade trying to play defense. Maris picks up that kill though, and Squally's managed to scamper away with the flag bottom middle, and all the attentions of the players seem to be elsewhere. Squally fumbles the flag though. Throws down that dynamo grenade just to play a little bit of defense and deny that area of the map to that team. Another flag touch comes through, but they're trying to play for these Rockets. Marbs takes matters into his own hands and says, I'm punching this one in right here, right now.
This is huge for G1. I feel like it's so hard to cap flags on this map or in Halo Infinite in general. So the fact that they were able to cap a flag this quick too, it's making me nervous. I feel like this game can go to anyone at this point.
All tied up then. G1 trying to make a fist of it. Let's be having you. Snipe Down picks up the grapple, and he's at it again.
Oh no.
Back over towards the bar, picks up the rocket launcher, picks up that kill, puts down some entry damage, backs himself away, waits for his teammates' support. Unfortunately though, Boo Boo Doo Boo gets eliminated as that push comes through. So Snipe Down's gonna have to reevaluate and perhaps just play a little bit of defense, stay alive, and wait for the rest of his teammates to spawn back up. Bound gets a melee in, Squally takes care of him, and a martyrdom grenade comes out of nowhere.
2 down for G1. I think Snipe Down, there's someone still in their base, like trying to be a little bit of a menace. Actually, I think he's his treehouse.
Overshield though. Bound locates one, Needler's coming through. The pink mist trying to do the damage somehow, some way. Pre-Devonator stayed alive, milked as long as possible, eliminate that overshield. Completely wiped it off the face of the earth. Damage was done, so a fantastic job out of him there. Just, you're gonna take damage control. Flag being pulled here. Marbs goes towards double doors. but it's already towards Treehouse. Bulldog in hot pursuit.
Falcated covering his teammate Boo Boo Doo Boo. Looks like Falcated is just going to sit in the treehouse with the shotgun. Can he get the kill? He cannot. Looks like Pre-Devinator is going to hop on that return there, shutting that flag run down immediately.
We're only a minute out and some change now from that 6-minute mark. And that could be the pendulum swinger. Over shield and rockets will pop at the exact same time. Whoever has top middle control, when that all shakes out, the impetus will be on them to get the next flag cap. They'll dictate the pace of the game. They'll be deciding exactly what way this game is going to shake out. G1 hanging on in there, controlling bottom middle. We see Marbs taking down, snipe down. Trying to stay alive over towards the watermelons, but not providing enough cover.
3 dead for G1. 2 down for FaZe Clan, but it looks like Bound is trying so hard to get into their treehouse. Just applying the pressure until his teammates spawn up. Unfortunately goes down in their lockers.
Squally desperately trying to stay alive, using that thruster pack. Shields have recharged just a touch enough, it would seem, to avoid the 1 melee kill, but not able to respond to the aggression that Snipe Down was putting upon him. Not able to trade that kill out. And here is that 6-minute mark very shortly, and FaZe have control of the map. G1 all push back. Snipe Down, pushing further on. Trying to secure for his team. Picks up that plasma pistol to ensure the overshield will not be negated. Falcated gets one with that rocket. Bound, though, in the process has fallen. Ali has picked up one. Also
Overshield
being
has
traded
come
out.
up. I'm not sure if anyone from FaZe Clan was able to secure that.
Squally was last man alive for the moment. Falcate still has that one rocket left. Double backs on himself to maybe juke out that player who was initially putting down that pressure. Squally, splash damage comes through, but all that's left here is the Bulldog to play with. Hasn't got that battle rifle.
Ooh.
Chases that kill and gets taken down. And all of a sudden, G1 have FaZe's flag and they're looking to make some damage.
Pre-Devinator running this flag. Got Bound right on his tail. Gonna try his best to stop this flag run.
Trying his best, whiffs the air though, and gets shut down because of it, pays the price. Bound turns that kill over. But Flag's already made so much progression here. G1 have it right in their doorstep. They just need to close the door.
Just 1 round of slaves, that's all it takes, and they can capture the 2nd flag, putting them up in this game.
Falcade gets one. Snipe Down and Falcade double hop the re. Now they're looking to pull the flag off their own. They've sent their one all the way home. Overextension is going to come through towards double door. Squally's gotten himself eliminated though in the process of trying to get touch tight to his team. Trying to get the stop. Bound reassesses his situation. Falcade has lost his life in the dance. We're seeing Marbs behind enemy lines looking to get reset.
He might be able to pull this off. All that stands between him. Oh, Boo Boo Doo actually comes to help Bound. Can he
Big
win this
kill! Unfortunate for him, he's done enough damage though. Pre-Devinator's on the reset now. Sends that one all the way home. Both teams knocking on the door of getting that flag cap and going up by 1, but Pre-Devinator, he's starting to cook.
Huge play there. Unfortunately for Pre-Devinator, Bound was the final boss on the flag, wasn't able to live. I feel like if he killed Bound, that he wouldn't be able to throw the flag out. Pretty far.
Over shield,
Oh my.
completely fumbled by Bound though. Ali's in big trouble, but it's been traded out once more. Did he get the pop? No, he didn't. Pre-Devinator's picked it up, and he's got menace in his eyes.
As you can tell, G1 is not going down without a fight here in this series.
Dooby in big trouble. Does enough damage to almost completely erode that overshield. Plasma Pistol will get the job done in the end. Bound takes down Pre-Devinator. Mangler comes through for the trade as well. Ali desperately trying to stay alive. Box clever. Dips away for the moment. We'll look to re-engage when the shields come back, but unfortunately for him, Falcade says no.
Bodies are just falling left and right. If you look at the stat line, Marbs is sitting at 29 and 12. Impressive performance by him so far in this game.
Fantastic turnaround in fortunes for Marbs, particularly the way the Slayer went from in the last game. 10 kills and 20 deaths. He's turning things around here, Jen. He's looking to help his team secure game 3.
Oh, for sure. He's like, I'm not going down without a fight. For sure.
He's making sure game 2 was not going to be a consistent performance issue for him. Assault rifle comes through, tic-tac, takes your shields away. Squally, though, gets that kill on the bound. They're going to trade out. Marbs loses his life. 3 dead, 4 dead now for G1. FaZe are on the move, and they've got rockets.
Oh my goodness gracious. Boobadooba already watching for the spawners and the overextenders. Going to try and, you know, clear this path for the flag runner.
Rocket launcher going to look to pave the way. Boobadooba set up to shoot down and shut down any overextenders. Soars towards rockets. Falcade doing the damage on Ali. Predevonator, last man alive. Is he in a position? No, he's not. FaZe take the lead. Only 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. That means it's going to be tough. You know, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be tough for them to get another flag cap. It's so hard to get the flag past the 50-yard line. That we've seen, you know, Predevonator had an insane return earlier. So I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this off. It's going to be tough.
They were so close, Jen. So close. The flag was right there for them to take the lead.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's not over, you know. I mean, at 45, they have like a good solid push, I would say. Maybe 2 tops. But they really need to play together, you know, get these power weapons, get these power-ups, and just push in together. Speaking of, Ali is actually pushing in with the overshield, trying to get a flag pull at least.
He does just that. Gets that flag pull. Throws it down towards front base, trying to bait FaZe to make the first mistake, to blink first. But look at that. Throws the flag out, and now all of a sudden that overshield's completely gone. And he's scarpering himself out of harm's way. Drops down towards pillars, met face to face with Snipe down. Mangler does the job, drops it, puts the final shot of the battle rifle in, but Predevonator has the flag over towards that treehouse.
Yeah, I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Ali threw the flag out and he was severely outnumbered. Like, if you saw, there were like 3 members of FaZe looking for the guy who pulled the flag. But, you know, it worked out because they were all trying to hunt down Ali, and Predevonator was able to pull that flag out, and now it's sitting bottom mid. So they just need to slay out.
Many men wishing death on Predevonator, but he's doing just that. The Grim Reaper cleans house, picks up 2 kills, helping to maybe, perhaps secure that flag cap for his team. And he has done. Huge double kill out of Predevonator. We're all tied up with 35 seconds left to play.
This is insane. You know, we can't count them out. I'm sorry. I keep, you know, underestimating them, and they just keep, you know, coming back. They're like, screw you, Jen. You know, we can win this.
Screw you, Jen.
Screw you,
You're
Jen.
the reason why we're doing so bad, because you're putting the mockers on us.
I'm just making them step up, all right? You know, I'm the reason they tied this game.
Words of encouragement. Look at that. You turned that around. I like that spin. You must work in media. Here we go. 2-2. 10 seconds left to play. Boobadooba playing defense, recognizes he's not going to be able to get pushed up far enough on the map, but G1 desperately trying to get a flag pull here to keep this game alive, not looking to go to overtime, and have done just that. Boobadooba is in big trouble. Gets that kill, though. Squally's behind enemy lines, got the flag on the move. We might just see yet an upset.
That was a huge kill there. Boobadooba trying so hard to play his life. Unfortunately, couldn't kill the guy on the flag. They were able to pull this out, running at dinos. If they get through the double doors, honestly, this might be game.
Falcade's the last man that seems to be able to be an influence here. Snipe down, Sizzle Stick gets the job done, but we're seeing desperation on the side of Predevonator as he gets that flag touch. Is Snipe down going to be able to get enough damage in the back? He's got him down to almost no shields. He has a sliver. He crawled his way up the top of the stairs, gets taken down though by a huge rocket launcher. And we're going to overtime.
Okay, whew. That was insane.
I thought for a moment we might see a counter cap there with the way that rocket launcher played. But here we go. Golden cap, Jen. Next one wins the thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw Falcade in the last line of defense. I was like, if there's anyone that can stop this flag run, it's Falcade. And as I thought that thought, he went down. So maybe I should just stop thinking as well.
Stop thinking, stop talking.
Okay.
That's your recipe for success. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
We're both just gonna sit here like bots and hope for the best. But
Yes.
Ali is starting to descend on the base. Snipe down and Bound get taken down. Squally's got the overshield. FaZe are in big trouble.
Yeah, G1 coming out strong in this overtime.
G1 looking to right some wrongs. Falcade, though, with that commando, completely eradicates the shields. Squally and Bound in the respawn screen. Boobadooba getting sizzled and frazzled away. They're on the back foot, and for the last couple of minutes, Jen, they've been playing nothing but pure defense.
Oh yeah, Ali, you can tell he's hungry for this win. He already has 4 kills. 4 kills, that's insane. And he's flying in double doors, getting another one. They're gonna fly in flag, double checking to make sure there are no enemies in the treehouse. Sniffs out Falcaded, put some damage in. Hopefully his teammate unfortunately doesn't get the beat down, but he does.
Flies by name, flies by nature. Ali trying to claw his team to victory here. Him on 6 kills, his remaining teammates on 3 combined total. That's how much of a factor he's been in this overtime. Unfortunately though, not able to secure those kills into any real score on the board. 3 dead now, and Ali's the last man alive. He's got it all to do.
Looks like G1 flag is out. Like we said, you know, you can get all the slays you want, but if you can't translate that into objective, it doesn't really matter. You know, Ali has eight kills. The rest of his teammates, you know, sponsored by Olive Garden, bro. They all got breadsticks, you know. Unfortunately, wasn't able to run that flag.
Ali screaming, is there anybody else out here that can help me get the job done? Pre-Devonair trying to step up. He's picked up 3 kills total now. It's still wild. 8 kills for Ali, 7 for the rest of his team. Still leading them as we head on.
You know, they're slowly getting kills. You know, they heard me. They heard me talking smack.
The war cry from Jen.
They sat up.
It's seen a reaction. Ali picking up more kills. Nade down towards Sewer gets 1. Not going to be able to turn that into 2 over towards Rocket's side. Unfortunately, even the great Ali gets put down.
I love this positioning by Falcated. When you sit top Rockets there, you're just watching, you know, the enemy just fly out, and you're just putting damage in or picking them off and letting your teammate clean up. Like, it's such a power position. I know you can die pretty easily there, but like, if you can stay alive on that Rocket side, I know he left, but if you can stay alive on that Rocket side, you initially can control, you know, the game.
They're looking to do just that here. 1 kill in their favor. 2 members down now for G1. They've got flag out over towards Treehouse. Bounds coming off the respawn, looking to play and help escort the flag all the way home. Just needs to turn his attentions towards Sewer side. Rocket gets fired over towards that generator, and he takes down Pre-Devonator. Another one in anger. Ali last man alive. There can be an influence here. 4 dead for G1. They huffed and they puffed, but they couldn't blow the FaZe house down. They get the job done. A clean sweep.
Insane. He's a runner. He's a track star. Boo Boo Doo Boo with that final cap to secure the win in this series. Good job from FaZe Clan. Hashtag FaZe up, baby. Whatever everyone says. I don't know. Unfortunate for G1. You know, we were all cheering them on. I love the underdogs, but unfortunately, couldn't pull it out. You know, they came out strong towards the end, but you need to be strong throughout the entire game to beat a team like FaZe.
We've seen game 1 and game 2 be so convincing for FaZe that we almost wrote G2 or G1 off, excuse me, before the game even started. But they showed us exactly why they're here to play. They kept well within that thing and were so close to taking the lead, particularly when the flag was at a standoff at 1-1. Taking a look at the stats though, who do we talk about? Who's jumping off at you?
Can we give some love to Ali? You know, he was in the trenches, dude. He had 29 kills. I feel like he was doing so much, especially in that overtime round. He was trying so hard. He had so many kills, but unfortunately just couldn't. You know, he just needed a team to back him up, you know.
Ali not able to get the job done. The damage so impressive, 8,600, but we say that. Falcated, like we highlighted before, 8,700. So all the praise we were given to Ali, Falcated still outperformed it.
He's just showing off at this point, honestly.
It's so annoying how people are so talented.
It's crazy.
Honest to God.
How dare they?
Why do your hands work better than mine? It makes no sense. We have, you know, 8 fingers and 2 thumbs.
I'll start a GoFundMe for you.
Please.
New thumbs.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. But that's in the books, Jen. A clean sweep for FaZe. They look so good, and that's important for them. Confirmation, 250 points to 194 game 1. 50-37 in the Slayer Aquarius, and then what was a 1-0 overtime win. Of course, it was all tied up at 2-2 in the regular time. So 3-0 clean sweep. The last game a little bit more nervy than the first 2, but ultimately they clutch up, they get the job done.
G1 definitely had to be, you know, warm sooner. I feel like they would have been able to take a map off FaZe if they just, you know, they were on the entire time. But unfortunately, they woke up too late and got red across the board. FaZe Clan 3-0. GG's to G1, but they just couldn't clench up.
Couldn't get the job done.
No.
Couldn't get the job done. Yeah, unfortunate for them. Our next matchup, though, E United up against XSET. So your boys looking to do some damage up against XSET. What way do you see it going?
I mean, I'm not biased, but
Yeah,
I think United might crush them pretty hard.
Might crush them pretty hard.
Might crush them pretty hard. I'm not biased, though.
E United very strong. That's perhaps what we're saying.
Yeah.
XSET have it to do.
Who are those guys? Like, I don't even know who's on that team.
I don't even know a single name on that team, to be honest with you. E United are easily going to handle that, possibly, maybe. Anyway, Tony and Shyway will be up next. That's all we have time for. Until next time, perhaps tomorrow.
Yeah. See you
Peace
guys.
out.